Woo! Hey everyone, this is Daryl, the Ric Flair Crypto in the house, guys, coming to you live from Bangkok, Thailand. Remember, everything you see here is not financial advice, it's just the OG in the house expressing opinion. I'm not a licensed financial advisor out there. So from that perspective, guys, let's jump into it without any further delay. We got lots to talk about, absolutely lots to talk about. Don't forget, we got the jobless data that's coming out at 8:30 p.m. New York time. So, if the jobless data is positive, that's going to be good for the Dow Jones and the broader markets. If it's bad, we're going to see that the broader markets are going to dump. Right now, as the time of recording, we're seeing that the pre-markets are almost neutral out there. We're seeing the Nasdaq is all down about 0.42%. We're seeing that the S&P is also down as well, and also the Dow futures is down, but that's ever so slightly. If you take a look at the Asian markets right now, we're seeing that the Nikkei is up, guys, and that is surprising considering that we had a really bad news. Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe dies from injuries after being shot, guys. So this is pretty sad. And when I lived in Japan, he was the prime minister that when I was around. So from that perspective, he was actually a really good PM out there, and he was able to create some change, drive a big difference, and really make Japan what it is today. So it's really sad news that he's passed away, and my condolences go out to the people of Japan and everybody out there. From that perspective, I did really like this guy. He was a really good prime minister. Shinzo Abe, the former prime minister of Japan, died on Friday after being shot. Very sad news. And the former prime minister was shot while delivering a speech in Nara, and that's just outside of Kyoto, guys. So that is really, really bad news. And this incident has really sent shockwaves not only through Japan but for the whole world, and particularly in Japan, because gun violence is extremely rare. There's been no further updates. Who's behind it? What's going on? So this is really sad news, and this is not good, guys. This is absolutely not good in the house. So once again, my condolences to his wife and everybody out there. And it's a sad, sad day for Japan. And, we'll get through this together, and, keep on keeping on, keep being strong, guys and gals, particularly my Japanese friends out there. This is bad news. He was a good guy. I mean, when I lived in Japan, this guy was a good PM, guys. And he's one of the longest serving PMs as well out there. So it's sad news. So let's keep on keeping on. So right now, at time of recording, we're seeing that BTC is still alive and kicking, guys. Now, remember, this could be a fake out. This breakout could be a fake out, and we could be seeing ourselves going down, diddy down. And we have seen this in the past, guys. If you take a look at here, let me just move my face out of the way. There's been a lot of times where Bitcoin is pumped, it's followed the trend line, pumped and then dumped. We saw it here back in 2022, a nice big pump, and then we saw a big dump and retracement down to where we are in June. And then we had a pump, and then we had this whole disaster. That was a Celsius dumpity dump. So the big question mark, is this a fake out? Is this a breakout? Or we're going to continue going up? Or we're just going to keep going in this stair-step pattern all the way down? So we're going to talk about that a little bit more as well from that perspective. I always like to say that from my perspective. So we're seeing right now that the fear and greed in the house is at 20, and that is better than where it was yesterday. The social sentiment for cryptocurrency is getting more and more positive out there. So keep on watching, guys. Don't forget to boop the likes, smash the likes, and show some love out there. Remember, you can comment more than once out there. You can comment I love, comment the OG, comment, and let's feed the YouTube algorithm. And if you're watching for the first time, do remember to subscribe. And if you've been around a long time, don't forget to give some super chats. I would really appreciate it. That would be so much love in the house for that, from that perspective. So guys and gals, I also want to bring this to your attention. There is a fake Twitter account out there, and they're trying to, and what they do is they follow you, then they DM you, and basically what they try to do is they'll ask you, how is your investing going, yada yada yada, and then they will try to say, pretend to be me, and they will try to get you to send them some money and all this stuff. So stay away from that. If you do see this account, do absolutely report them. And you can see the fundamental difference here is that this account is Elgin Invest Men underbar, right? So the official Twitter account is Elgin Invest Men 1. So this is the official account, guys. Make sure you absolutely check it out. And this is joined July 2017, and the fake account out there, they joined basically April 2010. So this account is being used by scammers and bots. They've got 10,000 followers, but they keep changing their name out there to match some key influencers. And basically what they've done is they've carbon copied my Twitter. They've even pinned the same video there. They're just copy and pasting out there. So watch out for that, guys. And also, if you're watching as well, you'll see that the amount of bots and scam comments is just outrageous, guys. You know, we keep deleting, we keep blocking them, but they just keep coming back. It's like they're like cockroaches, guys. You keep stamping them out, but they just keep coming back, guys. So there's nothing you can do that. But remember, I'm never going to ask you to contact me or anything like that. So from that perspective, just keep an eye out there. So we're also seeing that 142,000 Bitcoin could be dumped as you know, creditors eye Mt. Gox repayment. So basically, the creditors have really asked everyone, do you want to be paid in Bitcoin Cash? You want to be paid in cash or Bitcoin? So there could be about $142,000 of Bitcoin dumped on the spot or dumped on the open market, and you know, that could spell trouble. That could push a Bitcoin down as well. So other stuff is coming in. This is from Stock Money Lizards out there, and Bitcoin, it's happening again. So we're seeing, you know, if we look at 2016, we had pretty much the same fractional pattern, and we saw the RSI. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. We did see that, you know, we did hit all-time high. We'd have a, you know, a base, and you know, we kind of went down from this base. Then we had about a 43, and you know, or a washout. So we really had this base. Then we had a washout. Then we had a parabolic run. So every time we have this washout, we often have a parabolic run. We're seeing something pretty similar as well from 2021 to 2000 and where we are right now in June. We saw this, you know, the RSI was at a low, was at a high, went down to a low, went below the parallel line, went up and went down again. So we're seeing that this has formed the, you know, basically the base. We've had about a 43% washout right now, and it looks like we could be looking at a parabolic run soon. Now the thing is, with this parabolic run, it's about the timing. Could it be tomorrow? Don't know. Could it be next week? Don't know. Could it be a month from now? Maybe. Could it be 6 months from now? Maybe. Could it be a year from now? Definitely going to happen, guys. So just keep an eye on. You know, we're not out of the woods yet. This could just be like something very minor, very minute out there, and you know. Also coming in from TA analysts out there again, we're seeing that if we take a look at the 2014-2017 fractal, we can see that the downward peaks of the 2014-2017 fractal are looking eerily similar from that perspective. But remember, it did take a couple years before we saw this huge parabolic rise to the upside. So from that perspective, you know, if you take a long-term approach, a long-term view of Bitcoin, definitely we're going to be reaching all-time highs again soon. Probably more likely as we get closer to the next halving in 2024. So we could be seeing a huge Bitcoin pumpity pump, guys. So keep on watching. We still got some, you know, Elon Musk news out there. You know, is the Twitter deal dead, guys? Definitely hashtag comment, is the Twitter deal dead? We're going to be talking about that pretty soon. And I mean, I got to share with this to you again. And this is like a Shiba Inu gummy. I mean, I found this in Bangkok yesterday. I put it on, I made a community post about it, but basically it's a Shiba Inu butt gummy. So if you want to eat Shiba Inu butt, you know, if you're in Bangkok, I literally went to 7-Eleven, I found this. I just think this is hilarious. I mean, people are actually buying that. I mean, you know, they're marketing, they're selling it, so somebody must be buying this stuff. So you know, I actually haven't, actually, maybe I'm going to go buy some in the next video. I'm going to actually, you know, do an unboxing. I'm going to eat some Shiba Inu butt out there. Shiba Inu butt. So hopefully it doesn't taste too bad out there. So this is also coming in. Battled crypto lender Celsius is a fraud. It's a Ponzi scheme and a lawsuit. So basically, as I talked about earlier, crypto lender Celsius artificially inflated the price of its own digital coin, failed to hedge risk, and engaged in activities that amount to fraud, according to the lawsuit. And the lawsuit was filed right here. You can see that if we go to page 1, this was filed by one of its ex-employees who was basically in charge and was given the keys to the kingdom, the private keys. And basically, he is saying that you know, Kefi Inc., which is a plaintiff, and that this guy was hired to basically, you know, do all the investing, you know, play with DeFi, had the keys to the kingdom. And you know, on page 23, he is calling out Celsius as a Ponzi scheme out there. So is it a Ponzi scheme? I don't know. So, you know, Celsius on Thursday was sued by a former investment manager, Jason Stone, out there, as pressure continues to mount on the firm amid the crash in cryptocurrency. So Stone alleges that the lawsuit that Celsius is running a Ponzi scheme, and he's basically saying that, you know, he was given the keys to the kingdoms, yada yada yada. He was told to go out and you know, play with DeFi, not play with himself, but play with DeFi out there, and you know, go on lending platforms, invest in liquidity, and do all those kind of things. And what he's really alleging and what he's really complaining about is that he assumed that Celsius had some kind of like oversight or some monitoring system, and they didn't. And basically, bottom line, Jason Stone was really bad at his job, and he basically lost a ton of money. Now, a lot of you guys don't know that Alex Malinsky out there, he's not a banker. He's absolutely not a banker. His background is IT, guys. He worked with AT&T, and he created voice over IP. So he's not a banker, guys. He's an IT guy. So that is why they trusted this Jason Stone guy, because he came from a pretty good financial background in terms of blockchain technology and all of this. So they trusted this guy. He did a lousy job. He basically is one of the main reasons that Celsius is gone bust. But Celsius, they've done a pretty good job out there from that perspective. As we all know today, in crypto turmoil woes deepen, legal and repayment developments from Celsius, 3 Arrows Capital, and Voyager Digital, and more. So as we all know that the market may be on and up as the week draws close. So we are seeing that this week have been markets are going up, but 3 Arrows Capital and Celsius are in the spotlight again, as we talked about. Lawsuit for Celsius. But the other interesting thing to note here is that while Celsius will hope to avoid legal struggles, this case is a nothing burger, absolutely go nowhere. But Celsius was able to recoup and pay down their maker loan. So data provided by Nyson appears to show that Celsius deposited $500 million worth of wrapped BTC on FTX exchange platform very shortly after Celsius paid off its debt to the lender Maker. So that is pretty good. And reclaiming USD 450 worth of WBTC collateral. So that is pretty good from that perspective. We could actually see that 3 Arrows, not 3 Arrows, at Celsius could be opening its platform and withdrawal. So that's going to be pretty good if you're a user out there. So hopefully that's going to happen. 3 Arrows Capital funds must be safeguard judges' rules. So the main story right now is Elon Musk seems to hesitant to go through with the Twitter deal. So it looks like we could be seeing that the Twitter deal could be dead right now. Elon Musk, after offered to buy Twitter for $44 million, sees in serious trouble. The Washington Post. Elon Musk could be backing out of this whole deal out there. Musk's team had stopped specific discussions with investors and thinks it won't be able to confirm Twitter's data about the number of spam bots on his platform. Even though Twitter has been cooperating out there, they still can't confirm this. So this could actually kill the deal, and Elon Musk deal could be out of there and finished. So I'm hoping that the deal will go through, because we definitely need the Dogecoin Tip Jar. So revelations raise more doubt about whether Elon Musk and Twitter will close the deal. So basically Elon Musk is not getting the data that he wants, and this deal, it could be dead, could absolutely be dead out there. So from that perspective, the Washington Post, citing 3 anonymous people familiar with the matter, reported Thursday that the deal is in serious jeopardy out there. So that is not good in-house out there. Twitter said that they had and will continue to cooperatively share information with Mr. Musk to consummate. Are they getting married out there? To consummate the transaction in accordance with the terms of the merger agreement. So there's a lot of talk right now. I'm pretty sure that this deal might be dead. So if I hear any updates, I'll let you know. Also coming in, looks like Galaxy Digital predicts crypto market will remain choppy for a while. So from that perspective, you could still see some chop. And he's also saying Mike informed that excessive amounts of debt that the sector previously had are leaving, but most of it has gone now. So the excessive debt, 3 Arrows Capital, Celsius, Voyager, all this debt is gone now. So hopefully this will see a recovery. So he's also saying right now that I feel like we're about 90% through the deleveraging. Galaxy Digital founder said. So this whole deleveraging is done. So hopefully we'll see a pretty much a reversal. Mike further predicted that the market will remain choppy sideways for some time. Many crypto firms are facing liquidity issues as the entire market continues to remain in the red. But he's saying that we're pretty close to an end. So Galaxy Digital blame companies for being irresponsible for taking consumer deposits overnight and lending them out. So Galaxy, the founder, was heavily invested in Luna and suffered big losses as well. But he believes that it's a done deal out there, and things are going to be going up from here. So hopefully he is right. Absolutely, hopefully he is right. We're seeing that right now that Doge has slipped below 7 cents is at 0.689 in the house right now, guys and gals. So Doge did hit a high today of around about almost 7.5 cents. So it's come down for that. But the bump and run pattern is still validated from my perspective. We could still be seeing that 8-cent Dogecoin coming in pretty shortly out there. So that is looking pretty good. If we take a look at the Bitcoin right now on the 4 hour, seeing that Bitcoin right now, it did hit a high earlier today of around about 22,600. It has come down from that right now, and we're at 21,484. So hopefully we can regain 22,000. That would be cool beans. On the weekly, Bitcoin is still looking pretty positive. It's at 21,500. So we're well above the minor capitulation line, or just close to it. But I don't believe the miners are going to be selling. They're still buying. There's still evidence that they're buying many more machines out there. So that is pretty good. The DXY is insane. It did hit a high of almost 108, and we're seeing that the Japanese yen is getting decimated out there, the euro is getting decimated, and the GP pound, and that's all because of inflation. The economy is a tanking out there. We're seeing that right now that Shiba Inu has basically come down from its high at 11 cents. It's at 10.83. And, I guess you're going to have to buy the Shiba Inu butt gummy out there to shore up the markets out there. So from that perspective, we're still seeing that, thank goodness, that Ethereum is above 1,200 in the house at 12.13. So from that perspective, I love to say it from that perspective, guys and gals, we're seeing that the Ethereum is above 1,200. So let's hopefully keep on keeping on. Let's take a look at total market caps so to get out of here. This is a quick update. So definitely, I think that the Twitter deal is like 50% on, 50% off. So we could be seeing that the Twitter deal is dead. So right now we're seeing the market cap is just below 1 trillion, and we're at 965 billion, and the volume is at almost 53 billion, and the Bitcoin dollars is coming up. Let's take a look at the coinage in the house right now. So the coins right now, we're seeing that Bitcoin is still above 21,000. So that is good, a lot better than where we were yesterday, and we're up about 4.53%. We're up about 10.84% in 7 days. So that's good. We're seeing that the Beast coin, the BNB coin, is slightly in the green. This could go red depending on how the market's open. And we're seeing that we got some good greenage over the week. ADA is up 2.9% for the week. And right now it's almost neutral at 46.7 in the house, guys. And we're seeing Solana Wana is also down almost 1%, but it's up 12.33% for the days. And because of today's pump, we're going to be seeing that there's been a little bit of profit taking. So I expect some choppity chop. We're seeing that Dogecoin is just slightly below 77 cents in the house, and that's still in the green, but this may flip red depending on how the market's open. And we are about 5.7% up for the week. We're seeing the Shiba Weeby is up 8%, and we're seeing that the Shiba Weeby on the daily is up about 2.55%, almost at 11 in the house. So we're seeing most of the altcoins are green right now. Majority of them are green, but we could start turning red depending on how the pre-markets are doing. So let's take a quick look at the pre-markets again. So the pre-markets right now for the U.S. are still, they've just flipped green. So that is pretty good. Sorry, that's the U.S. markets yesterday. So the pre-markets is still in the red. So that is, let's see, it's kind of iffy. We'll have to wait to see what happens with when the bell opens, guys and gals. So from that perspective, that's going to end this video, guys. Don't forget to go and follow me on my Twitter, guys. Don't forget to DM me if you got any questions. Don't forget to boot the like, subscribe. I would appreciate it. And show some love out there. Absolutely show some love, guys. Don't forget to go down there and check the links, guys. Go down there, check the links. Remember, now this is financial advice. If you want to support the channel, we've got a Dogecoin Tip Jar. Please send your Doge here. Any Dogecoin dust. If you're going to buy a nano ledger, guys, remember, get your crypto off lending platforms, get them off centralized exchanges, and absolutely get them into a hardware wallet. You can go follow my affiliate link down there below. Buy the channel a coffee, become a Patreon member, and don't forget to check out the merch, guys. You want it, I want it. Get the merch, gear up with the OG gear, and remember, all the merchandise, all the super chats, all of that stuff goes to charity, guys. So hopefully we'll be able to run a charity video soon. So from that perspective, again, guys and gals, just say I love you. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Go with God, be blessed. Hug your wife, hug your neighbor, spread a little love, guys, and don't worry about crypto. Don't panic, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.